Christian back. How big is that to start getting these guys back into rotation? At kind of the perfect time.
It just feels good to get back in rhythm and be back on the field and moving at a pace that your body is normally used to. Sometimes when you have these injuries, you get hindered or you start being hesitant and thinking and things like that. So getting back into that flow of the game again is fun. And then having the leadership of guys like Christian, even myself, just being back out there trying to lead the best we can, it feels more natural and it feels like the home that I'm used to. So I'm excited for the upcoming challenge, and like I said, we're just trying to get everybody back.
As a competitor, man, obviously, not being out there on the field for game day, it hurts. Obviously, it sucks. But you've been really kind of putting in all the work in practice. Maybe not frustration, but it's sort of what's the mindset, kind of wanting to get back, but not necessarily getting back too soon, if you will.
Sure, it's very, I guess, cliche to say control what you can, but I think if you can generally try to live by that, it can help your mindset. And sometimes unfortunate things happen. Bad things happen with injuries or your body's not responding the way that you would like it to. You got to make those decisions. And when the time is right and when the training staff helps you make those decisions to get back on the field, that's when you really got to cut it loose. And so for me, it's having the opportunity to be back and proving that I can play at a high level, and then we'll take it from there.
How great was it to see that guy back on the field today?
It was awesome. I told him today, I was like, I'm just glad you're back out here so I can joke you again, because that's the main thing I do with Christian. I kind of joke him and make fun of him. So it was really awesome to have him back out there. Yep.
He said to us today that as much as this was his goal, he's probably maybe a little ahead of schedule. You've been seeing him at practice, off to the side, the rehab in the building. What does it mean to see Christian Kirk doing what he's doing?
Just seeing your friend back in his element and, having that smile and just being back. And it's kind of like, obviously he's missing, but it's not the same, like not having him there, having his presence there. He gives great words of wisdom. He leads by example. He's a big security blanket for our room and just a genuine person. So having him back out there means a lot to me.
You guys are in the same spot in terms of winning in against the Titans, week 18, as you were last year. Evaluate for me where this team was last year at this juncture, where you guys are now.
It feels oddly similar, to be honest, as far as kind of that level of intensity building and energy building surrounding a game. And I think the focus is just do our daily responsibilities and don't try to overdo things. Let the result be what it's going to be, but put in the work so we can play free. And it's an exciting position to play meaningful football at this time in the season, and I'm looking forward to the matchup.
You've been on both sides of it, the team that needs to win to get in and all the hype and everything else versus where the Titans are, where they know this is the last week of their season. How do you balance looking at them and saying, they're already thinking of the end of the season versus they're not overlooking?
I think it's highly disrespectful to underestimate a man who's dedicated his entire life to his niche, his platform, his trade, his job, whatever you want to call it. So these are professional football players. They get paid at a high level to do what they do too. And so I'd be mistaken to go into this game thinking that there's not one man over there on that side who's not playing for something. And so they have families too. They have pride, and I know that they cherish what they do as well. And so I respect their organization. I respect their head coach, and I can't say I'm overlooking anything when I approach this game. So I would like to think that the guys think similarly in that aspect.
How difficult has just on the field been for you this year? The few times you've been out there with a knee and then coming back and going on again, and now with the other injury, that's a lot to handle. So have you had to figure out a way as the season has gone along to mentally handle being out there?
It's been one of the most challenging years for me personally. I've never missed this many games before in my career, and battling just a lot of ups and downs, you know, and just trying to do the best I can and work through them. You can't, you know, control everything that's thrown at you. All you can do is handle how you respond to it, and just try to maneuver through all of the adversity. It's revealed a lot about myself and a lot about my character to myself, and hopefully my peers see that and see that I'm fighting, and because they're the guys that I care about. So just trying to do the best I can to help this team get to the next level, because ultimately our goal is to win, and we still have that opportunity.
From me, Zay, was just about Mike Vrabel. When I say Mike Vrabel, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Intense. I mean, he kind of gives off that vibe of intense, and not even in a bad way. I guess maybe the word would be more so passionate. He seems like he has a lot of passion for the game, and he seems like he cares about his players a lot.